Yo, what up guys, welcome to your one-stop shop for drop shots. This is Kevin, and today I have a long-awaited question for you guys. But first I want to shout out Spark0103 and Ghost Menendez for their comments. They kind of prompted me to make another video. But today I wanted to answer a question that a lot of us have when it comes to badminton equipment, and that is, should I change my racket? And it's a question that a lot of people ask because they think they have like a bad performance, and then they've been getting way too used to their racket and they feel like it's getting stale. But a lot of the times, like, people come up and ask me like what racket should they get, but really I tell them that the change you should make is with your string. And today I wanted to review the pros and cons of both situations, and which one you should really look for when you're making a decision. What you want to change in your rackets, and what you want to change in your play style to tune up to make the best decision. I want to help you guys make that decision right now. And I shot that. I'm gonna show you the thumbnail in a second, but I spent a very disgusting time making that thumbnail. Okay, so hopefully you guys like it. I have string here. Something that you can change with string, you can change the string, you can change the tension at which you string the string. So those are two different parameters that you can change. Also, you can have strings like this that come in different sizes, and it comes in different flavors as well, colors as well. The coolest thing about string, in my opinion, is that it's responsible for your hitting sound. Your hitting sound is something that kind of like lets you know how you hit the sweet spot, and if you did hit the sweet spot. So it's really important. It can also change your precision, your power. It also has, like I said, the hitting sound and the flavor, the color. This is a really cool color in my opinion because it's a really unique orange, and if you see someone else with this orange, they most definitely have the same string. So it's really indicative, in my opinion, of like being able to choose your own flavors and not have the same flavor as everyone else. Being the person that I am, I've strung a ton of rackets from anywhere from like 19 pounds up to like 27 or 28 pounds. So it's a really diverse range, and you can make so many different effects on your rackets just by changing the tension. It changes the power. If you go up in tension, then you improve the power. Then as you go down in tension, you can kind of increase the hitting time of your racket. So some argue that improves the accuracy, but I'll leave it up to you guys to decide, and everyone has a different experience. But that being said, the string is really important in creating a different hitting sound as well as a different experience for you, because it can be the difference between having a really powerful shot when you hit the sweet spot versus having a really wide sweet spot and kind of generating less power but more consistent power if you don't hit exactly in the middle of the sweet spot. This cost for replacing your string can be a few bucks depending on what you're switching from and what you're switching to. I know for me, this reel is on the expensive side, so it costs like, I charge like $2 more depending on, yeah, I charge a few bucks more just because the string was more expensive to me to begin with. Compared to a racket though, you can change a couple things about it. You can change its flexibility, and you can also change its balance. I'm gonna put this one down. So you can change the balance, and you can change how flexible it is, because that's sort of like changing how flexible it is kind of like changing the tension, and then changing the head lightness is kind of changing your swing and what kind of play style you're adapting to. So that being said, it's really important. I know that there are tons of balanced rackets that a lot of people really enjoy, like the Arc Saber 11 and the Arc Saber 10 are really prominent choices this day and age. Maybe those are a few years back, but they're still very popular. A racket can also indicate how much not only the racket flexes, but how much you flex, because you'd be like, yeah, I spent like $200 on this racket. No one really says about their strings, yeah, I spent $23 on that restringing job, so this is really great and I'm balling. Now people don't really say that. With the racket, you can still change your accuracy, your power. You can also change the color and sheen. You can also bond with people over your racket, because no one bonds with people over strings. So it's kind of like, it's more of a status symbol than anything, as I've been reviewing, but it also has a moderate effect, I'd say, on your power as well as your accuracy. So I guess I've gone over the differences, but I haven't gotten to my explicit recommendation. I kind of mentioned it at the beginning, but my recommendation is definitely to change your string, depending on the person. because I think that changing your string can bring you from liking a racket to loving a racket. It can be the difference between feeling a ton of power and synergy with your racket and feeling like you're kind of connecting and it's getting really stale. But if you up the tension a couple pounds, I feel like the string has a huge difference, and it only costs like a few bucks to change it, so why not change it? The criterion I kind of want to meet is, first you have to be able to like your racket, but then you can go with your string to further enjoy your racket and further love it. And I think it really makes the difference, even if you're not flexing, because if you really care that much about your performance, I think that that's the way to go. I know that a lot of popular players nowadays, they don't even care about their equipment because they have their rackets, yeah, because they're sponsored, but then they don't change their string. Like, I'm pretty sure Lin Dan uses like BG65, which came out like a billion years ago. That's a string that has such old technology and you haven't upgraded it at all. So if people just really cared about their performance, I really think that changing your string has a huge impact and it doesn't cost that much. So that's my recommendation, as long as you like your racket. If you don't like your racket, make sure you get something that you like, and hit me up if I don't know why I just said hit me up. Anyway guys, don't settle for less than remarkable string. Make sure that you are being progressive and you invest in your strings too, because it's one of the micro adjustments that you can make. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching your one-stop shop for drop shots. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below what you think of this debate. Would you rather buy another racket, or would you buy a different string or a different string tension when you go in for your next restringing? Anyway guys, yeah, see ya.